today I'm just gonna talk about these three. So first up, it's addiction. I find that addiction lies within our comfort zone. This can be both positive and negative. We all have our comfort zone. We all have the things we love and like and we fall back to. It's our rocks that we hold on to. It has a clear function. It provides us with comfort. It helps us cope with difficult situations and also with new experiences. Some of them might be overwhelming, and the comfort zone is there for us to fall back onto and feel like everything will be all right. Addiction starts to kick in though when we grip our rocks, our strong rocks, too firmly. We hold on to these rocks too tightly, and we are afraid to go out of the comfort zones anymore. We actually become stationary in this way, so we don't challenge ourselves. We don't want to go out of the comfort zone. We're too comfortable in our comfort zone, so we don't challenge ourselves anymore to go outside, and this is where the problems arise, in my opinion, for addicts themselves. We fully surrender to this zone. This means that we actually only seek the happiness and pleasure desires that are within this zone. We don't know what's out there, so we don't even know if it's the most happiness or the most pleasure that we can get. We're just satisfied or content with the things we find in that zone, and we don't want to go any further than that. We prioritize being in this zone above anything else. So if people want to go out or things or other things that push you outside of this comfort zone, this becomes really scary and elusive. So this means that you can't even imagine doing things outside your comfort zone anymore. We're all like, oh no, this is too scary, or this is not gonna end well for me, and we are too much thinking about the end result instead of just doing something new. This means that we become very stagnant in life. We don't try new things, and initially you get to know yourself better. So I think the first phase in addiction or whatever is actually more self-introspective. You look more at yourself, you know what you like, what you don't like, which moments you like, which moments you don't like. But after a while, this grows into being rusted and stagnant within your comfort zone. You never go outside anymore. You never try to get new experiences. You never get confronted with negative experiences, and we all cope and live within this isolated zone, or for a person itself, so it's even singular. I live in this isolated zone, I would say then. This means that we actually impair ourselves to grow. So an important thing of growth is, I think, having negative experiences, having novel experiences, having contradictory opinions about something. People like to argue and discuss, and we all learn more about this as we grow older. Like, the more you grow older, the more firm or the more hard believing ideas that we have. It's more difficult to get swayed into another idea or another concept, and we all become very stagnant within our comfort zone. So this is especially dangerous when you're young and addicted. You already become this stagnant early on, which impairs yourself to grow even more to a person that can be aspiring to your surroundings, to your environment. If we like it or not, each of us is contributing towards their environment and community. So by impairing ourselves, we actually impair the others around them, so that they cannot have the fullest expression of themselves. Like, if we are a product of genetics and environment, then not being able to fully express within your surrounding environment because of some other people impairing that means that you as a person would not have the fullest experience, or the fullest expression, and experience. So in that sense, addiction became something else for me. But first I want to give this analogy. imagine that, and this is actually something that exists in biology, but imagine that we have this kind of L-shaped protein. So it's a protein in our bodies that has this L shape, and that's the good folded way that it becomes functional and it can do some functions within our body. But sometimes these proteins can be shaped badly in some kind of C formation or something, or shape. And the funny thing about this C shape is that if it is close enough to another protein with the L shape, it can actually make the L shape into another C shape. And this C shape can then already make other L shapes into C shapes. So it's something that exists in our biology. They're called prions. But the idea behind it that basically something bad in your environment or something negative in your environment can turn you or others into similar negative things or bad shapes. And this can be compared to something infectious. You don't want to be near anything that is really that infectious. If somebody is that negative or somebody is stuck in their comfort zone too hard, you cannot be dragged into it. You need to free yourself and do not become this C shape that the others around you are. So it seems that in order for us to be the best of what we want to be, the best we aspire to be, we might actually have to step up for our community and be the best that we can for our community, the people that we care about. And these ones or these people, you can identify them pretty easily. They're part of your dearest memories and most joyful moments, but there are also the ones that stood behind you when you were in difficult times and when you needed them the most. These are your rocks in life, and it's very important that we do not take this for granted and keep providing the best of ourselves to them also, because like I said, if we impair ourselves, then we also impair the people around us, which makes it kind of a toxic environment. I would not say toxic, but a negative environment maybe that doesn't fully satisfy the full growth for everybody within that environment. So it's important that I think as an addict, I would have to take responsibility in being able to provide the best environment for the people around me. Even if I still want to be an addict, I should be able to be this way and not hinder other people in their expression. So I still have a long way to go for that, but I'm trying my best to at least be in the moments present and in the moment and be there for the people that I want around me and help them have the fullest experience and expression of themselves. So I would say I'm still an addict, but I found a kind of drive, or I would say a wish or a goal to step further outside of my comfort zone. Like, I know the areas around my comfort zone, but I don't know what's behind those areas. So I think increasing the areas I feel comfortable with, it doesn't mean it's my comfort zone, but that I'm comfortable in, is the first step to actually finding what's out there and what could be there in need for me, or that I could need for. So as I said, it's time to throw off the blanket for me and actually experience life for what it is and try to become something that I can be proud of in my comfort zone. So even when I'm an addict, or that I am an addict, I should be proud about how I behaved or acted in that week, and it should not influence how I enjoy my addiction, I would say. It should only complement it, and if that's not the case, then I'm doing something wrong and I'm not getting the full potential for myself and others around me.